What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Xbox's press conference can be easily summarized best by Phil Collins and the other guy. Wait, Phil Collins? Phil Spencer.
4K, 60 frames per second. The most powerful console ever made.
Now that you've had that juicy tidbit, it seemed like Microsoft was focused on the buzzword 4K. And in an industry where 1080p seemed as elusive as a 10th world championship for Valentino Rossi, they've now set their sights on loftier goals. Fuck, why bother with 1080 60 when you can hit 4K 30? I digress. With the upgraded Xbox console, 1080p 60 seemed quite possible. And the trailers for everything seemed pretty interesting. For a second there, I thought Microsoft was on point, or was informed, I should say, that they were using a PC to run Metro Last Light.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what we saw here, technically it was really incredible. So was that running on a PC or what was it running on?
So this is actually representative of what it will be like on Xbox One X.
Okay.
And I mean,
So same GPU and sort of.
Yeah, I mean, like so
on a dev kit, or this is a PC that. Same scope?
It was captured on a PC of the same kind of spec.
At any point did Phil Spencer or anyone during that press conference say, this is running on a PC? I know, it would be suicide, and they'll let the misnomer continue. Which then makes me wonder how true are any of the other facts going to be. Forenza 60, I think it's possible. I mean, racing games are never that demanding. But most of the games that they guaranteed would be in true native 4K were indie dev games that didn't seem all that taxing on the Xbox One X. I mean, really, let's be real here. And then Xbox brought out a young man by the name of Lydia, showing off their next true 4K game.
This fall, Minecraft will receive a free 4K update that brings more graphical options to the game.
Minecraft! Hooray! I mean, is it that hard to make Minecraft 4K? I mean, for real. It's fucking Minecraft. I have nothing to say. It's like, we've given it better textures. I'm like, there weren't that many to begin with. I mean, seriously, it's Minecraft. I'm not a Minecraft fan. I don't have any bones against it. I'm just saying, like, to throw this up there and go, this is in 4K, is kind of like, I have no good analogy. It's kind of like, all cars can reach 60 miles per hour. Yeah! Yeah! Just when I had become completely lethargic with Xbox's press conference, they actually drew me in with something. They drew me in with a Dragon Ball Z fighter that wasn't a piece of shit by a AAA developer. I nearly spilled my sanity on the floor. What Marvel vs. Capcom has lost, Bandai Namco, whoever the hell made this, has picked up on and brought to fans. Honestly, I feel that this could be the next huge esports fighting game contender. I mean, really. There are so many people in love with Dragon Ball Z, it isn't even funny. I'm a passing fan and I'm excited for this. This might actually be a day one buy. On the other hand, it's going to be on all systems and consoles, so it's not really a major win for Xbox. But on the other hand, there could be visual fidelity that will be missing on the PlayStation 4 Pro. But the possibilities are extremely slim in my personal opinion, as I find games like this are not particularly super demanding. I mean, I guess the selling point they could have is it'll be in 4K, but I have a strong feeling PS4 Pro could do it in 4K as well. And in all honesty, how many of these games will be in true native 4K from Xbox that don't use some sort of checkerboard rendering or resolution scaling BS where there's a whole bunch of rigmarole and trickery that we'll only find out when Digital Foundry has a copy of a system to fuck around with and then let the truth out, and of course Crap Gamer will chump out and say, this is media bias, that's why I hate these guys. I can't really do a Crap Gamer impression, I'll work on it, but it's real hard watching this stuff. Next up, Xbox showed off Black Desert Online. Black Desert Online, boy, play it in true 4K Ultra HD. that's going to be checkerboarded. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to be native 4K on the Xbox One. Do you know why? Because I have the Black Desert for the PC for the past year or two. It's better optimized than it was, but it's still not great. This shit runs for me at like 50 to 60 FPS on a good day when there aren't many people on. Usually your frames are tied to the server and how many people are in the game. Like you could be running at 60 FPS and all of a sudden all the other players just pop in and the game comes to a slow halt. I mean, this claim that this is going to be 60 FPS on a 4K is ridiculous. It's not possible. I guarantee you people will be playing this and it will not be at 60 FPS in 4K. That's for sure. In fact, I don't know how it could be done. I don't care how much, you know, DX12 enhanced CPU crap they shove down my throat. I won't believe it until I see it. This game is demanding. It's not well optimized, but it's visually stunning. The combat's fun. The story is lacking, so if you're thinking this is going to be something you're going to enjoy on Xbox, you probably won't. There is a kind of pay-to-play, a pay-to-win model. Yeah, it's free to play online if you're on PC. If you are looking for the coolest armor, you got to pay for it. If you're horse training, the horse trainer armor that you have to pay for is something you'll need. If you're fishing, if you are into PvP, there's like this ghillie suit armor you'd have to have because it was OP. I mean, really, Black Desert Online is nothing that I would recommend to anyone truly into MMORPGs. Unless, like, you're tired of Final Fantasy 14, then, you know, by all means, pick it up. Xbox then showed off a console launch exclusive, which is called The Last Night. Which leads me to believe when they say console launch exclusive, it basically means it'll come out on the Xbox first. I have to make a clear point though that this indie dev game, The Last Night, looks incredibly interesting. It's kind of like if Cowboy Bebop met an 8-bit game that had limitless possibilities. From the looks of it, it's just very, very sci-fi, very Ghost in the Shell anime, not the shitty movie. There's a strong chance I'm going to pick this up as soon as it drops out. I'm not quite sure if it'll hit PlayStation 4, but at this point, I don't imagine why not. Because I'm not 100% sure, because they don't make anything overtly clear, you know? It's not like they have any major exclusive. I know that they share games with the PC, but sometimes they'll talk about a game being a console launch exclusive, and then you look a little further down, and it's also coming out on PlayStation 4. So I think that was a huge mistake on Xbox's part. A lot of motherfucking confusion. The only people really cheering were the guys who were dead set on wanting Xbox to stick it to Sony. But as someone who has no pony in the race, there are many points where I'm like, oh, is this only going to be an Xbox? That's cool. I mean, and he'd look like, oh, it's going to be on PlayStation as well later on. Okay. So it left me really kind of like, what the fuck is going on? There's also some other indie dev game. I don't know anything about it. I don't really care about music games because if I want to make music, I pick up an instrument. I don't know. That's just me. Fuck you and your talent. Next up, they showed off the Artful Escape, which I saw a while ago for PlayStation. So it's another one of those probably JRPGs. It reminds me of, what was that game? Nier Automata or something. That's what I'm getting from this. So my interest level is kind of exceeded, in all honesty. They then moved on to show off the pirate game from Rare. And at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay, whoopee. In all honesty, I play Black Wake. And on PC with Black Wake, it's a full ship, everybody has a job, and it's frantic fun. Whereas to this Rare game, it looks cool, but it looks really childlike and kiddie. And I guess maybe that's who they're marketing it towards. Maybe I'm just lethargic from the simple fact that there's so many pirate games that just randomly popped out between Ubisoft and this, and there's already Black Wake on. And it's kind of like, who cares about these other ones? They're kind of simplified, stylized, and, you know, it's kind of like a Mario game or something. I don't know. Maybe it could be cool, but for me, from what I'm seeing, it's very blasé. If you know what I mean, it's very casual, it's very homogenized, it's very simplistic in its nature, design, and execution. Sure, it's probably a lot of fun with friends, but if you're looking for sheer mayhem and utter ridiculousness, then you'd have to go with Black Wake. But on the other hand, who am I kidding? I was about to say, Black Wake, you'll hear some racist stuff and stupid shit, but PC gaming, console gaming, gaming on the internet in general is full of people doing this sort of shit, so I doubt that this game will be immune to such shenanigans. As this video has gone on far longer than I wanted it to, I'm now going to condense my thoughts as quickly as humanly possible. Xbox then showed off I guess a child's platformer, their version of Mario with a cute little fox. It doesn't really quite interest me, but I'm sure it'll be great with kids if you had them. It was called Super Lucky's Tale. So obviously this is for children, so if you're a parent and you want to shut your kid up with your Xbox One X or whatever, this is the game for you. Next up was Cuphead. Now this game is not for children, and I frankly can't wait for it to come out. I've been actually paying attention to this one, and it seems like the most interesting thing that Xbox had at its disposal, in my personal opinion, that won't be on PlayStation. So this could be a huge boom for them. They then went on to Crackdown 3, which was the habitual game that will add Terry Crews. Usually when there's a wacky game with a black character in gaming now, Terry Crews is always in the mix, so, you know, that's just my opinion. I don't care much for Crackdown, don't know anything about it. I hear people love it and have been waiting for it. It doesn't look too special to me. It looks kind of like Saints Row, except futuristic, but what do I know? Square Enix was showing off the new Life is Strange, and in this game, I have it for PC. I haven't played it yet. You know, there's a lot of games I haven't gotten around to playing as of late, and I have nothing to say about it. I don't know much about Life is Strange. I heard the first one was good. I'm not quite sure what it's about. I mean, when I look at it, I see game about the Midwestern teen bored with life, the simulator. I mean, if I was in the Midwest, I certainly wouldn't want to play this. I'd want to play a game where I got away from my life. They then showed off a clip of the new Mordor game with a lovable orc who seems to be a South London bruiser.
Bright Lord, Dark Lord, same thing really. End result's me ripping spines out, which I like to do anyway, so either way's a win.
A fine addition to our army.
Name's Bruce. From here on out, I will be your shadow. No one gets to you without my say-so.
Don't worry about my enemies. They will all follow eventually.
You want to plant your flag in Mordor, you'll need to do it deep. There's a fortress nearby. They say it's ruled by a two-headed troll big as a mountain and deadly smart, which, well, I guess he'd have to be given the two heads. You take him down, you'll send a message to Sauron and get yourself some nice new digs as part of the bargain.
We're not going to do this alone. Gather your troops.
Will do. Ooh, just make sure you let me pop his heads off, won't ya?
Quite strange. I remember in the Lord of the Rings movies, orcs said little more than, ah, give me your healthy young kidneys, and whatever the hell else they ever fucking said. And finally, they ended the press conference with a bang, in their opinion. For me, it was bust. I was expecting to see Red Dead Redemption 2, but instead I got a BioWare game. And frankly, for the clunkers BioWare has dropped, Dragon Age Inquisition bored me to tears, and I didn't even bother touching the new Mass Effect. It looked horrid. Basically, this new game, Anthem, honest to God, looks like The Division with mechs in it. I mean, who the fuck are we kidding here?
In the world of Anthem, you and your friends are freelancers, the heroes who leave the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus to explore the unknown and protect humanity. Let's join two players as they head out on an expedition.
Hey, Paul. You ready to go?
I'm just grabbing some supplies, just about ready.
What are you going to use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm going to use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
Civilians on the left. She's gone red. I'm low on packs, though. We have to leave it.
Alright guys, I got you on my map, so I will head your way.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call Javelins. These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam. Looking good. Nice, you've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
Alright, let's check this out.
Yeah.
Wow, yep. I'm gonna go in.
Okay. I've got my group heal loaded, so if you guys want to check your skills and switch it up, you can. Shot!
Nice shot. Okay, on the right, there he is.
Yeah, I got it.
The world of Anthem is hostile, and threats can come from any direction. This dynamic world where the unexpected is around every corner.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
We're getting some fire from up ahead.
I'll go low. You flank.
Hang in there. Almost there.
I don't know how anyone could get hyped after seeing this, in the sense of it has all the fucking signs of a Division. You know what I mean? I know it's a different company, but still, like that same feel I got from the Division. Because the first time they fooled me, remember, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, and punch me in the cock. Essentially, I watched the trailer and even the voice actors sounded like they came out of the fucking Division. I mean, for real, dude. And people were cheering. I see people posting on Twitter, oh, Anthem looks great. Oh my god, my nipples. And it's like, have you learned nothing from the last 2 BioWare games? I mean, maybe. This is some alternate universe where BioWare will redeem itself, but my hopes are not up. I want a fucking game that I can play and get into the story. I'm getting a little tired of always having to be online and playing with people. I have so many games that do that I can't immerse myself in anything. Especially when you know your teammate can come right behind you and stab you in the back and laugh maniacally, i.e. Ziltex. Upon deeper digging and voice matching, I'm pretty certain that the voice actors used in the Division E3 super hype trailer we were all lied to with are the same voice actors in this BioWare commercial. So frankly, that doesn't bode well in my opinion. It almost seems too eerie. You know, the premise, both games are huge, both open worlds, both online RPG shooter BS that have all this promise, and then in reality when it comes out we'll probably be let down and it'll be downgraded like fucking crazy. But time will only tell. Well, that's gonna do it for me with this one. I can actually give more of a shit than me. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. If not, so be it. And I'm sure I've upset people by not saying that Xbox's E3 was super duper amazing. But so far, out of all the E3s I've seen, it's the best one. I haven't watched PlayStation yet. I haven't watched Nintendo yet. I saw Ubisoft, and as soon as they had that Just Dance crap, I turned it off. I was done. I couldn't sit anymore. I couldn't take it. But Gundam, they showed off Beyond Good and Evil 2. They showed off a fucking trailer, dude. So what? Trailers always look good. That's the whole point. It's all CGI. Unless the game looks like that, then I'm not tweaking my nuts 3 degrees to the fucking right. Alright? Calm down. Wait till it comes out, then get hyped. Don't get hyped now. That's the whole point. They get you hyped to buy it, and then when it's not that great, you sit there and hold on to it anyway. I.e., my air conditioner. They get you in, and at that point, you're just like, fuck it, I give up. I just keep it. Screw it.
Alright, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Go.
Cool. I'll get the door.
You good? Let's go.
Dude, check out Manhattan.
We should go over there later. Alright, extracting. Got about 90 seconds.